Hi guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about our senior project in Kasetsart University.
Hello, I'm Pawitchaya Chaloeijanya. I'm the lead developer of KU Eater.
And my name is Ratchaprapa Chattrakulrak, a designer and front-end developer, and we are proud to present KU Either, Let's Find Your Food. KU Either is a web application that is used for recommending, reviewing, and rating food in the KU cafeteria. The reason that why we decided to do this project is because cafeteria is one of the most common eating location choice for the student. But from too much of food choice, we find out that there are many students who always use the cafeteria stuck on the situation like what should I eat? And then they have to go around to the cafeteria just to find one meal to eat, which is waste of time. But what if we try to pick some random store? It may not satisfy with the choosing meal. So we think it will be great if we create some platform that can provide information about menu and food store in the KU cafeteria and also can recommend the menus according to the user preference. So this way can help you make the best decision about meal in university just a few minutes on the phone. In summary, our main feature include the personalized food recommendation which based on user preference and we will provide them at the home screen of our application. Second is keyword-based search for menu to help user find the specific menu they want. Next feature is food store review and rating. This feature let user have more information and opinion about other students which can create a sense of community and you can easily use us as a menu or food store guidebook on your mobile phone.
So for our literature review, we have 6 different documents and sources that we're going to go through. So the first one is that it helps us validate whether our consensus or whether our premise for our project is really helping the students. And the second one is that we try to find inspirations on how we can use AI to generate food recommendation. So this is pretty much one of the main contribution study. And the next one is about Wongnai. We try to study from past developers. So Wongnai, how do they find a problem or roadblock and how do they go around it, And the next one here is that we're going to see the success stories of bigger companies of how one, they use AI to personalize customer experience, and two, how are they operating a very large scale recommender system. So we got into a business practice and also how technically they are doing it viably on the large scale. So now we go through our approach on this project. So I'm going to split this into 2 different parts, which is the first one is pre-development and the next one is development. So in pre-development, we have data acquisition. So what we do is that we extract all the menu names from KU cafeteria and also use AI or LLM to help us generate ingredients and menu categories. And yeah, it helps us a lot. There will be some inconsistencies, but also we can later clean them. Yeah. And then we have our development phase, which consisting of a personalization system. It is actually a recommendation engine and embedding generator. It's written in Rust, communicates in real time using gRPC. Backend, it's also a gRPC-based server, communicates with our front-end clients and our personalization system. We use Rust to, ensure speed and consistency. And next up is front-end. So we make our front-end to be mobile first because we want our application to be accessible and portable. And we develop a very mobile native user interface using React Native. For software architecture, in our data collection part, we opt to use Google Sheets along with OpenAI to help us collect the data. For the database, we opt to use Postgres with vector extension. And recommendations, we use state-of-the-art ML libraries. For the backend, it's a very slim one. We use Rust and Tonic framework for gRPC. And for frontend, we use React Native and Expo to help extend functionalities on React Native. Now for the use case diagram, so the users are going to be able to view recommendations about their food items that they want to see. They can see the menu info, they can search for the menu items that they want, they can read reviews or even write reviews, and they can even edit their profiles to create maybe some kind of like tune their very own restriction, tune their dietary restriction, yeah. And for the domain module here, we have things that are going to be parameters for our recommendation engine, which is a menu item, of course. Inside, we have ingredients, and there are going to be some dietary restrictions bind with the ingredients. So, we can customize that to our liking. For the recommendation engine, we're going to use all the data and create something that we call a KNN model. We want to match the tags of the items. We want to find the similar vectors of the dish name and the ingredients. And then we're going to show it to the list of predicted recommendations. And for the recommendations, we will be predicting any dislike items are going to have reduced score, and any dietary restrictions, we're going to remove that from the user feed so the user cannot see that.
And here is the current result of our application. We already finished the home screen, service screen, store profile screen, and search screen with sample of real data. And for the demo part, we're gonna talk a bit more later. And the last part in this video, we will talk about our project progress. For the data acquisition part, we done over 95%, and the left part is just transfer the menu image to CDN service. For the front end, we already finished about 70%, and for these two part, recommendation system and back end, we still have to focus more. And honestly, we are working a bit slower than we expected on this part. And the remaining tasks or backend and recommendation system are below here, which include taking dietary restraint as a factor, improving search algorithm, and user interaction analysis. And the last one is finding the GPU suffer. And remaining tasks of front end have three main parts left, which are login screen with authentication, the user preference selection screen, and the user account screen. And as I already said, we have to transfer the local image folder to CDN, so which we use Cardinary. And that's all for today. Thank you for your attention.